So why is it so hard to get good coffee everywhere? I want to build the no compromise portable espresso machine that is so good that you can use it for every day, but you can also put a battery on it and take it to the woods. And why I'm going to build it? That's what I'm telling you now. I mean, in cities, it's pretty easy to get good coffee. But as soon as you go a little bit outside of the city or in even rural areas or into the nature, how do you get good coffee there? I mean, sure, there are some devices now that can do this pretty good. If you have hot water with you, or if you don't really want to do too light roasts, or if you're good with black coffee, foam is a bit of a difficult thing. That were a bit too many ifs for me. So I want to build the no compromise portable espresso machine. So my backstory. I'm a cameraman, so camera operator or Steadicam operator to be exact. I do films and series and commercials, and our days are crazy. They're not even really intense, but also really long. So a lot of film people really run on coffee. They live on the stuff, like me. At some point, most people that drink a lot of coffee want good coffee, like me. On set, you don't always get good coffee. Most of the times, the catering has maybe filter coffee. Some of them have automatic machines, but the really good stuff, you mostly send somebody to get coffee from a coffee shop or something like that, if that's available. So I tried to figure out, how can I change this? Can I bring my own good coffee? And I experimented with batch brewing my stuff or bringing cold brew, but it's not the same. I really like espresso, and in the morning I like cappuccinos. In 2021, that's when I started all of this. There was really no self-heating machines except for these ones. Maybe I can modify something to run on battery power. That's what I did. I found the ESE or Easy Serving Espresso System. It's these small paper pods. I should have some somewhere. Oh, here. These small paper pods are single packed, and yes, it's a bit of waste, but it's very thin plastic. And then this is paper. It's whole compostable, and in there's pre-ground, pretty good coffee. I mean, it's mostly Italian stuff you can get like this. I found a machine and I modified it to run on 24 volts, specifically on V-mount or block battery. And here it is. This is my prototype I've been traveling with for 4 years now, because it's 2025, and I started in the summer of 2021. And I was happy. I just took it everywhere. I had it on every set I went, in every country I went to. Some people started asking about it. Even the Italians were like, "You have coffee with you on set? What the fuck?" So I started learning how to make stuff. Starting to go on YouTube and how do I build stuff? I mean, I do have a technical education, but it's basically IT. And I had this small piece of machine shop. I mean, I knew what a CNC machine was, and I kind of knew what injection molding was. All these things I kind of heard about, but didn't really put together what all of this entails. So I learned stuff. I started to learn about CNC. I started to learn about manufacturing in general, about PCBs, injection molding, all that jazz. I found NYC CNC. I learned so much there, and then through them I found Grimsmo, which rocked my world. It was following along with his whole current story and the sagas that came out. This was revolutionary to me. Somebody built something small scale on this high level. I was hooked. As soon as I was able to afford it, I bought a Saga and I took it everywhere. Sadly, I lost it by now. Okay, I'm gonna get this small CNC machine for myself. I'm gonna do these plates for my machine and try to figure out how I can build this in kind of 2.5D parts. Then I found out that the Happylab, the Makerspace that I live 15 minutes away from, gets a 4-axis CNC machine. I'm for real? I saw that on the website. I've been a member before, after school. I built something with a friend of mine, but I haven't been a member for years. So I went there, I resubscribed, a refresher on manual milling and manual turning and all of that. And then I happened to be there when the machine got delivered. I helped out a little bit, and then we figured out nobody there really knows about industrial CNC machines. Even I, with my limited knowledge, was the most advanced in that. So I was like, do you need somebody to help? And that's what I did. I learned more and more and more about this machine and how to manufacture things. A couple of weeks into this, a friend of mine was like, yeah, I lost my pen. I'm so sad. I'm like, why don't we build a pen? That's how the FDLR came along, which is this little thing here. I don't know if we will ever really do this, but the mechanism works by pressing the clip in. You got the idea. If somebody's interested, I can make a more video. But we decided not to like really pursue this because, as it turns out, making a pen on a mill is a bad idea. Who would have thought that for round things, you need the thing that makes the round things? Yes, well, I watched the YouTube community make pens on lathes, and I still figured, sure, I can do it on a mill. I'm a genius. Well, I can't. I mean, we made this one. We mill turned on the sile, which was atrocious, but it worked. It didn't really go anywhere. Let's say it like that. Also, we never did marketing, so nobody knew about this. I think this is the first time I'm telling anybody about this outside like my family. What a learning curve. And the next thing, we need something easy. An easy project that kind of envelops everything that we need for the coffee machine. So at this point, Dominic and I are working together. He's one of my best friends, and it's fun to just play around with things. And then at some point while in bed, I'm like, every time I have an idea at night or when I'm going to bed, I have to turn on my light, find my notebook, find a pen, write something down. I mean, I got it to where I put the pen and everything there, but still, when I woke up at night, I was like, I have an idea how to improve the pen mechanism. I was like, how do I write this down without waking up my partner? I came up with what we call now the Epiphany, which is this cute little thing, which has a very simple feature. The light comes on when you take your pen. Then you can write something. Da, la, la, la. Put your pen back. Light goes out. That's all there is to it. And we made it as beautiful as we could. It's like, this one is walnut and brass. There's 2 custom PCBs. Down here is like a battery compartment, everything. It's a whole fully developed product. We sold like 2 of those to basically friends and family on a convention. We have a couple of them in stock if anybody wants one. We kind of stopped that project as well, just basically for time reasons. The projects kind of faded into background because I had a lot of film projects, and then people asked again, where is the machine? Can we buy it? What's happening? I modded the existing prototype to have a PID controller, and I'm like, okay, I want to work in film, but I also want to build this coffee machine. I really like this idea, and I think some people would like it. The coffee startup is a priority now. I'm building a no-compromise espresso machine that can come with you. Basically, it's gonna be something like this, similar form factor, that is so good that you can use it for every day, but you can also put a battery on it and take it to the woods, or into your camper, or on your boat, or on a film set, wherever. I'm gonna start with the film set, with V-mount and B-mount and block batteries and all that stuff. And then I'm gonna put out a battery module that you can charge with USB-C and a power base where you can put it on like a kettle. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build this thing in public. I've spent so much time and effort already building in the dark. Nobody knows about it. Nobody saw anything because I like to be in my little cave and build stuff and tinker with it. And it's really fun, but then nobody knows about it. I'm gonna build it in public. I'm gonna build it myself. So one of the things I really want to do is build this thing in Europe. I want to build as many components as I can myself, as locally as possible, and with as few parts as possible. Have a strong focus on the highest possible quality, repairability, upgradability, all that jazz, all the cool things that people in the coffee world want. If that's at all anything that is interesting to you, follow along. Give me a follow, or even DM me, email me. I'm doing this myself. There's no like social media team or something. That's all. I'm winging this, and I hope people will enjoy it because I really want to do this, and I hope other people want to see this as well. See you soon.